Okay, we should be good here. Checking out the game again. I started back from the beginning because there are 3 difficulty settings and I'm a casual scrub, so I wanted to try casual. There's also the normal. And then there's legendary, which is more difficult with the weather and, you know, your nutrition and your tiredness and all that getting bad quicker. I don't know if we're still going to see snow, but now we're starting off in the summer. Now, normally there's something at the bottom of your wheel here, and it constantly keeps showing like a tutorial text. So I go to settings, I go to gameplay, and I turn off the tutorial. Otherwise, that thing at the bottom of the wheel, it just keeps showing, and it won't piss off. Like, it just doesn't go away. So I did that. The other thing I wanted to do is the steering wheel wouldn't work when it was at 0. Like, sorry, it would work, but it visually didn't move, and it just looked really weird. So if you go to controls, you go to steering wheel, and then you go to your program that you use. So in my case, the Logitech G Hub, excuse me, and my wheel angle is 900 in there by default. So by default in here, it's set to 0. So again, it'll still function, but it won't visually look like you're turning the wheel, which was just bizarre for me. So I put it on 900. Now it works. Unfortunately for the graphics, I can't crank them up too high. I have to lock the game at 30 FPS, okay? It's just the way it is. I could play Red Dead Redemption 2 on high, 60 FPS. Maxed out Forza Horizon 5, 60 FPS. I could play American Truck Simulator on 4K. 4K, 60 FPS. Can't run this at 1080p, 30 FPS. So that's the takeaway from this video. And the fact that I can't seem to adjust my seat so that I could be lower so that I could see more of this. I'd rather kind of see it like that than, you know, the like this kind of thing. It's just a bit of a preference thing. I want to see the hands. I want to see the steering wheel a little wee bit more. Now I'm done. See? That's the auto center. I'm not saying this is terrible. I'm saying it's all about preference. I don't need to see the whole top of my truck. I would be good with being able to lower the seat. This is ankling it down, but I can't simulate lowering my seat. Anyways. Then we have the different camera angles. That's pretty much it. Now I'm done dunking on the game. It runs, unfortunately, like a pile of crap for me. It is no better since the last time I played it, which was on October the 18th. There's been a plethora of game updates. And I just wish that it ran at a steady 30 FPS. Now, there are people that can play this game at 30 FPS. There are people. They've got no problems doing it. Actually, running it at 60, rather. Oh, man. Whew, that was close. Because I'm distracted because of all of you people. Now, the mirror thing, that's really trippy. Having it, like, in slow motion, because I do that so that it helps with the performance. But you know what? I don't really care. We're just going to epic that shit right out. All of it epicked out. I'm going to show you the difference between epic, which is right here, and if I played on medium, which that's why I think it's an optimization issue, you know, because a lot of people will be like, oh, the game's not optimized. I'm running a 670 GTX from 2007. And then they're like, it needs to be optimized. Like, no, bitch, you need to upgrade. There's a difference in my situation because I am able to run some shit full tilt, including like Call of Duty and stuff like that as well. Right? And if I'm able to do that, but not do this at 30 FPS, is it a me thing? Yeah, I'm not too sure. But then other people, like I said, they're playing it fine, so then it confuses me. I just know that it's driving me nuts. Because I really want to get into this game big time. Because just the overall, like, thing of it, like, see, now that I'm long hauling this bad boy, it's just so much fun. It's different enough from American Truck Simulator that if I could get this game to run at a solid 30 FPS, Because again, this isn't like a first-person shooter. I don't need this game to run at 60 FPS. I'm just saying I'm willing to compromise. I can't even really feel it being at 30 right now. I'm just cruising, relaxing. I felt that jitter. I've dropped all the way as low as 2 frames per second. And unfortunately, it's not like just here and there. It's frequent. And that's the part that's frustrating. So you'll have to let me know down below in the description box if you're having the same issue, if you're playing this game. And that's pretty much it. So better optimization, or I buy a NASA computer, which isn't going to happen. And the ability to lower your seat. And then, you know, slide it back and forth as well. That'd be kind of cool. For the placement, that would be, like, really neat. Really, really cool. Like, if I could have my view more like this. Just a subtle little change. That would be amazing. For the viewing angle, looking down and up, and like that. How it changed. And the seat positioning up and down, back and forth. Even side to side. Most games have that, like other bus simulator games, trucking games. They have those sorts of features in there. But overall, just the gameplay of it, the aesthetics, I'm enjoying it. I just unfortunately don't play this game too often. Alright, I think we're gonna turn here. Like, I mean, it's playable. It also depends, really, honestly, on just, like, your tolerance. Mine is pretty good. But like I said, if I dip under 30, forget it. It's not happening. Just not going to happen. And we're almost there. I'm going to go ahead and just change it to medium. Really, really quick. Yeah, the anti-aliasing is definitely what takes a bigger hit. Now, at this point, it doesn't look as good as American Truck Simulator. But the performance is pretty much the same. I haven't really noticed much of a difference. I drove on my own for about like a good 10, 12 minutes in each. And I noticed, like I see, it just stuttered again. I dropped all the way down to about 18 frames. So that's the proof right there. I guess you could say the proof that it makes no difference whatsoever. What setting you have it on. I don't know what the heck was going on with my truck there. It was fun. Well, that's not quite the sound it's making, but you get the idea. So as this game progresses, I'm going to be very intrigued to see how it evolves. I am excited for that. This is one of the few games I have on my computer. It's one of the few reasons why I have, you know, a mediocre, half-assed, decent PC. Like I said, if I can run Red Dead at 60 FPS, Call of Duty, Forza Horizon 5, you know what I mean? Like, my computer's decent enough for what I generally do. I normally only play American Truck Simulator and World of Warcraft on it, and it handles those two games like a champ. I don't really do anything else whatsoever. Just American Truck and WoW and record. Everything else is predominantly done on my PlayStation here. And sometimes my Xbox for exclusives. Gonna see if I remember how to do this, which I think I do. So this is new too. When you pull in, automatically in real time, it didn't do it the last time. See parking precision? The thing on the left. 1, 2, 3. Boom! Stop the truck. put on the... I don't have a controller. Why is it telling me to do that? Interact with the handbrake. We're going to exit. Yes. Excuse me. Gonna put that down. I like that little bit of interaction. It adds to the immersion, right? Helps if I could speak. Because you don't have to do this in American Truck Simulator. But these little added thingamabobbers that you gotta do, I appreciate it. And from here, we go and unlock it. So you put that down or put that up, depending on if you're taking off or not. Then you lock or unlock. You attach your cables. And now when you come here, bada boom. Oh, you're rep... Oh, I turned it in. I was expecting, like, a little bit more than that. But I guess not. Well, screw you. Punch you in the mouth. See how good my rep is then. So from here, then you would just look at, like, your map, and you would click on, you know, pump state, you know, like this one here. Gain reputation. Like this one, don't have the rep for that. The other one, don't have it either. Yeah, don't have the rep for any of these. So we have that one there. So then what you do is add to the... Oh, no? Yeah, just do that, I guess. And from here... Hey, where'd it go? I mean, I'm just saying, that's funny. The last time I did that, it didn't just vanish into thin air. It's like, screw you, buddy. I'll show you the rep. Run over your foot. Now I'm driving without a trailer. I'll just kind of drive around for like another minute. Because the whole point of all my videos, well, not all of them, unless they're like patch notes or something like that. When I do these gameplay things, it's like a gaming vlog, you know, this is like a day in the life of a gamer. So exciting what I'm doing right now. Because with or without you, or YouTube, in general, I would still be doing this. So it's like, well, I might as well just record it, kind of showcase the game, share my experience, and as different people share their experiences, share, you know, what specs they have for their PC, we can sometimes get a better understanding as to whether or not, you know, a game is just poorly optimized, or maybe a certain piece of hardware is not as good as another, it's not as compatible from a synergistical standpoint. That can absolutely happen. Like I said, it is playable. I do enjoy the game, but I am still left frustrated. And so naturally for me, if I want a game remotely similar to this one, I just go to my American Truck Simulator. I mean, it's a no-brainer for me. But of all the other things out there that are trucking related, or even bus, the bus I like a lot, but that doesn't run the greatest either on my computer. You're going to start thinking, I thought you said you had no issues. Now, there's only a few games that don't run properly. And sadly, they're the ones I really like. The other ones work fine. Yeah, so I was saying, of all those other different genres of games out there, this is the only other one that I could really see myself dumping some long, long hours in. When I turn, I feel the 30 FPS more. Even though my frames have not dropped. When I'm driving straight like this, it's a lot less noticeable. speed limit's 25. So I usually double it. Because why not? So yeah, I'll end this in just another minute there. I was checking out the rendering, which is pretty decent. I have it on Epic. Respectable draw distance for the rendering. The terrain and the bumps. Impressed with that. It feels good. Just the overall feel of driving this truck in this game. I'm impressed by it. And I'm not easily impressed. But I think I'm just going to end it here because I didn't want to make this a really long video to show you the cruising, how I got rid of the annoying tutorial pop-up, how I got the actual steering wheel to actually visually move, even though it was still technically functioning properly, and then sharing my performance displeasures. And aside from that, it's a grand old time. So if you liked the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs up. It does greatly help support the channel with the algorithm. And if you didn't like the video, well, that's too bad. Go ahead, give it a thumbs down. I'll backhand you so hard. Your left eye will see at 24 FPS and your right eye will see at 144. That'll make for quite the odd experience. And also let me know down below if you plan on playing this game. Have you played this game? Have you been keeping up with it from update to update? How is it running on your rig? And, yeah. If you want to subscribe, I mean, obviously, obviously. That would be bloody fantastic, but if not, trust me, I get it. I wouldn't subscribe to me either. Thanks for stopping by anyways, if you've made it this far. Take care, and maybe I'll see some of you in the next one. Bye for now.